Okay, all right. So we are now going to move on to exercise number 3 in our Monarch for Excel Essentials training. And as a reminder, you can see the exercises here on the community. So if you log into the community, you want to go to the topics and then exercises, and then here is exercise number 3. So again, we're going to be using Data Prep Studio based on Excel. These are the different Excel files. So you want to go ahead and download all 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5, 6. And it says here that you are a sales operations analyst at a software company, and your manager wants you to perform some analysis after you have combined all the Salesforce opportunity spreadsheets between 2018 and 2022, as well as actually joining them to the account spreadsheet. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I already have these downloaded, so I'm going to go to my folder where they are at. Okay, here they are, and here's my blank new workspace, and I'm going to drag all of these spreadsheets into the canvas, onto the canvas. Okay, okay, so I'm going to select all of them and load them in. Okay, so here are all the spreadsheets. I'm going to append them all the opportunities ones from 2018 to 2022. And so I held shift to highlight all of them. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click on match columns and order, name, and type. So Monarch's going to look at all those spreadsheets, read them to see, hey, do they all have the same columns? Are they named the same? Are the data types the same? If they are, boom, I'm going to match, stack them all up. If they were not, we would have gotten an error. Okay. All right. So let's call this Salesforce Ops, and then we're going to join this to the accounts because right now it says, hey, this is the customer. This is the customer ID basically. This is the opportunity that was related to that customer, but I don't know who the customer is, what their name is. That's what this spreadsheet over here will tell me. It'll tell me, hey, that customer is, this is who they are. So let's go ahead and combine these so that we can tell who these customers are. So I go to combine. I'm going to start with the opportunities one that's appended, and then I'm going to double click and add the Salesforce accounts here. Okay, so I'm going to click to join, and I'm going to do a lookup join, and I'm going to join based on um, account ID and account ID. And I don't need everything from this, so I'm going to deselect everything. The only thing I want is the name, maybe the account owner, and then maybe what industry that customer is in. So I click OK, and there it is. So I'm going to go back here to prepare, and I'm going to rename this and call this, I'll call it Salesforce Ops again. Salesforce Ops. Okay, so now we've combined all this information using appends and joins. We can now answer the questions that we want to answer. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So the first question is, I'm going to move it here on my other screen. So the first question is, what was the total revenue by type? Okay, so this is the type, whether it's new, renewal, expansion, for closed opportunities. So I'm going to go here to analyze, and the analyze view is a great way to be able to answer these types of questions because you can toggle views, you can kind of slice and dice. So let's create the first summary view here. So we're going to call this, let's call this total revenue. Okay. And under the total revenue, we're going to, we want the opportunity type, and we want the revenue, and let's click OK first and see how that. Now, oh, and you know what? Let's go back because right now that doesn't look very clean. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to format the revenue as currency. Okay, now when I go back here, now right now, this is everything. Okay, now it is also including the stage type. So if I go back here and I edit this and I add the stage, right now it's giving me everything, but I only want the closed. So again, I can add a filter over here. So I go here to add a filter and I'm gonna I want it to be closed. So that's the name of the filter, and it's going to be based on the stage, and I can type closed. And there we go. So that's the answer to the first question. What's the total revenue by type that's closed? There it is. There it is. Okay. All right. So the next question is if you combine new and expansion, who are the top 10 customers that purchase software? Okay. So uh, let's do that here in the analyze view. So we're going to create a new summary. Let's call this customers, and we'll change it to no filter for now. Well, actually, we'll change it to default filter. Okay, and I'm going to select the account ID and account name, and I'm going to add the revenue. Okay, now right now this is there's no well right now it has the close filter, okay, which is good, but we want to know based on new and expansion. So for example, if I go back, if I go here and I add the opportunity um, type, it's got the renewal in here too. So I don't want the renewal. I just want new and expansion. So I'm going to add another filter here, and I'm going to call it new and expansion. And under opportunity type, I'm going to type new and I'm going to type expansion. Okay, so if I do that, so that now this gives me new and expansion, but if I were to add the stage back, you'll see that it's got new and expansion for all the other stuff, open, close, all that kind of stuff. Now I want to combine these. I say, yeah, I want new and expansion, and I want it closed. So let's do that. So you see I have them as separate individual filters. Well, I can combine these filters, and I can do that using a compound filter. Okay, so I'm going to say new slash expansion and closed. So if I say closed expansion, I add those two, and then I have to change this because by default it's based on or. So I change this to say it's got to be closed and new and expansion. Okay, so I click OK. Now this doesn't give me the unique list of the vendors. So I'm going to remove these two columns and it should do it. Now I could remove them, or if I drill it up, I mean, I think it's working, but if I drill it back down, I'm going to remove them. I'm going to remove them. So I'm going to remove those two, and on the account ID, I'm going to sort it by in descending order of revenue, and that should do it. So this should be my top. These top 10 should be my top 10 list based off of this information. Okay, and then the last one here is what were the top 10 lost opportunities. Okay, so I could create a new summary. Let's call it opportunities. And so I'll go opportunity ID, revenue, opportunity name. I click OK. So there they are. And what were the top 10 that were lost? So I need to add a new filter for everything that was lost. So I go here to add a new filter based on the stage, and the stage is lost. And I'm going to give it the filter a name and call it lost as well. And then I want it sorted in descending order again because I want to know the top 10, right? So I click on the pencil, the little edit button here, and I'm going to edit this in descending order. And there they are. So these are these here would be the top 10. Oh, okay. All right. So, whoops, I did not mean to save that. So, that is it. So, this is another quick way to get more hands-on experience in working with Data Prep Studio. And these are great ways. This is another good way to get hands-on experience with the essentials, the fundamentals of working in Data Prep Studio. Thank you.